Good day, everyone. Here are more reflections at 60. This past few days, I have been thinking about this. Every family has that moment when love feels like a competition. This is especially true for those who have younger siblings. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it started when I was around 6 or 7. 6, I think. And I was then the baby of the family. For years, I had this special place in my mom and dad's bed. Okay, like I had this space. Okay, I had their attention, their stories, their time, and as far as I'm concerned, for around 6 or 7 years, life was perfect. And then one day, my baby brother arrived, and I thought I should be excited too, because everyone else was. And I remember insisting that I'm going to visit my baby brother in the hospital, but they said kids below 7 years old are not allowed inside the hospital. But when he came home from the hospital, reality sunk in. Suddenly, he was sleeping in that space that used to be mine, and now that's where my sleeping space is, kind of thing. The bed stories that was intended for me, well, became lullabies for him. The attention I once enjoyed seemed to belong to someone else now, to my baby brother. Well, in my young mind as a 6-year-old boy, I think I reached a very serious conclusion by then. I had a competition. So one afternoon, while my mom was busy doing his laundry outside, I volunteered to watch over my sleeping baby brother. Well, looking back now, I think my intentions were not entirely noble. I noticed a bottle of tiki multivitamins up in the medicine cabinet. We have that small medicine cabinet up there in the wall. Well, for those who grew up in places where I did, the Philippines and some Southeast Asian countries, tiki was a serious business, reserved for the baby and not for me. So I stared at the medicine cabinet, I stared at the tiki bottle in there, then I looked at my sleeping brother, then back at the bottle. A few moments later, I reach out for it from the cabinet, open it, made a few drops on my tongue, tasted good, then a few more, and a few more, and somehow I convinced myself I deserved most of it. My brother just had enough to wet his lips, I dropped some on his lips, and I got the rest. Well, at the time, I felt victorious, as if I had reclaimed part of my kingdom, Of course, my mother eventually discovered what happened, and what kind of punishment I received from them, and by that time, and which I thought was unfair, at least according to the legal system of a 6-year-old boy. Okay. Well, today I laughed whenever I remember that tiki episode of my life. Not because I drank most of the tiki drops, but because I can still remember how threatened I felt. As children, we sometimes believe that love is limited. that if someone else comes around and receives more, there will be less of us, or there's less for us, should I say. But getting older, I think I eventually learned that it was actually the opposite. My younger brother then did not take my place. He simply made our family larger. Well, there were fights growing up, but then eventually that realization happened. His coming into the family did not actually mean my mom and dad loved me less. They just found room to love one more kid. And sometimes the lessons we learned at 60 actually started with a bottle of tiki-tiki when we were about 6. Reflections at 60.